Page 77, the Big Rock Candy Mountains. I want to point out a few little details here. All right, make sure that doesn't throw you too much. Right at the very beginning, you see the fermata on the first note? Means you're going to hold it longer than half a count, because this is a 4/4 time and an eighth note would get half a count. Well, when I want to stay with a metronome when I'm playing it, so I'm going to hold this for actually 1.5 counts. I can't just double it. If I double it, it's like 1 count, and that throws us off from the metronome. So it's got to be 1.5, so it'd be 1, 2, rather than 1. Do it right. It comes in on beat 4, so it'd be, without the fermata, it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, like so. If I add the fermata, I want to stay with the metronome. So I'm going to come in on 4, but we're basically going to have 5 beats in the measure is all it is. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, like so. I'm just holding it for 1 count is all. Trying to explain all that to you so we can stay together. I want you to play it with me, and you need to understand that to stay with me. Look at the end of the first line. In the right hand, you have the E's, because we've been in E position. And then at the last 2 eighth notes, they went the second finger on the B. So you got to come up here. Okay? Now, ideally, you can do that without looking down at the keyboard, okay? You can, if your hand's big enough. You play the E here, you can just reach up with it and get it. If you have to move, or at least reach a little so you don't have to move as far. On the second line, second measure, because you're in this position now, you're in A position. This position. Second measure on the second line, you have a C sharp B. And then for the 2 eighth notes, they went the little finger on them. So you're coming back down to E position. You have to look down at the keyboard for that, I suppose. That's fine. And it's between phrases, so you want a little bit of silence anyway. So the time it takes you to move your hand gives you that silence. That works out. There's a dotted rhythm in the first measure of the second line, and in the last line you'll see it there. Shouldn't be a problem for you, I hope. If it is, maybe you need to go back and review the dotted rhythm stuff. Left hand just has the chords, no big deal. Let's try this out. I'm going to give us 3 counts, and then we're going to come in, just like I explained earlier. Good luck with that. If that confuses you, just wait and come in on the first full measure there. Okay, you can leave out the pickups if you need to. When playing with me. When you play by yourself, put them in, of course. Okay. Hands in E position. 1, ready, go.